Someone is all about you, my love. Oh my gosh. You are so very special and I am manifesting you. You might be seeing ones and twos, 121, okay? 121, interesting. Someone thinks that you are better than they could have ever wanted or hoped for or imagined. And they're really trying to figure out, oh, you matter. Oh my gosh. They're trying to figure out a way to enmesh your lives. Yeah. This could be someone from the past because we got be more selfish here under you matter. So this is someone that maybe didn't see your worth in the past, possibly. Didn't see how special you were, didn't think that you were all that important. But at this point, something has switched. Maybe your self-worth. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? Something about your self-worth and you prioritizing yourself has made this person realize just how much you do matter, how special you are, you know, how special your love is. And they want an opportunity to see you again, to have a fresh start, to see what you guys could create together. I feel like you've gone through a major glow up, okay? It has this person wondering like, oh my gosh, I'm absolutely in love with you. Everything about you kind of makes this person feel a little inferior in some way. And that's really sad because whatever their focus is about themselves right now, it's kind of self-devaluing. I feel like they've put you so far up on a pedestal that they feel like every step in their life just places you even further out of their reach. Okay, I'm going to keep diving into this energy and pull these out so that I can keep those on the forefront here. But let's get deeper into this person. Let's get their energy, how you would know them. Okay, anything that they might want to say, any actions they might take, anything that's blocking them right now. I will get suggestions for you if you want those. And then at the end, I will separate this collective reading into all the zodiacs starting from Scorpio since we are in Scorpio season, and I'll work around to Libra, okay? Also, before I get into that real quick, I want to give a channel kind of update here. So I forgot my train of thought here. I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. I'm too channely. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Okay, let's just get into this person's energy. Timestamps will be in the description box, okay? All right, Spirit, tell me about this person who is manifesting, my darling, who is just head over heels for them. What is their energy? How would darling know who this is? Give me an identifier for this person. The Hierophant. You could be dealing with the Taurus, but this is someone who was, I feel like they're changing a belief system, possibly about themselves, about relationships. Two of Pentacles. They're making a choice to change their beliefs about something. This person could be having a higher understanding about what is needed tangibly in their life for a new beginning here. Okay? I'm seeing the Lovers here too. And the Knight of Wands and Judgment. Okay, Knight of Wands, Judgment, the Lovers. This is someone who could have manifested some, I don't know, they're not bad cards, so I don't know why I'm getting this energy, but it feels like they could have manifested some outcomes in their life that they really didn't think about beforehand. With the impulsiveness of that Knight of Wands, and then the Judgment is like, it's a card of karma, and you say basically the universe, their life reflecting back to them the natural consequences of their behavior. It's a recollection of deeds here, and then the Lovers being possibly with a partner or a specific choice, a choice of soul versus physical, you know, tangible materialism versus the more spiritual path here. getting to know oneself so that you can connect with others. And I feel like this person could have just like done whatever they felt like made them feel good before. And something is changing where they understand higher now, possibly what they were wafting back and forth about. It's like they see something so clearly now about you that they're like, why was I even second guessing myself about darling? Why did I second guess myself? Why did I choose what I chose? So this is where I'm like, it's like bittersweet, because like there's this revelation of lessons learned, the judgment, lessons learned, the Lovers, something being very clear, being very profound, okay? And the Knight of Wands, just that impulsive, reactive sort of just doing things on a whim because they feel like it. And this person reflecting now, like, I should not be so just reactive to my whims here. Okay, this person getting more grounded, getting more stable, getting more consistent with their truth. I feel like they've gotten in touch with like the God within them, with their, and that just means their soul. They're more in touch with their soul right now. This is something that they could have fought off for a while. Okay. So that's this person's energy right now. How would darling know? What has darling experienced this person before? Emotionally immature. Yeah. This could be a friend or someone that just things never really progressed past surface level connection with this person. I feel like your perception of them would be like, yeah, this person will settle down with me. They'll grow up, they'll mature when pigs fly. I'll believe that when I see it. I feel like that's kind of your perception of this person. Like, I could see that you have the potential to grow and evolve and be, you know, a fully self-expressive, fully embodied version of yourself that's honorable, that makes you feel proud of yourself. But like, whether or not you choose to do that, I don't really know, because all I've ever seen from this person is very surface level depth. I could maybe intuit deeper than that with this person. I could intuit deeper than that, but whether or not they decide to explore that, just because I can see the depth of someone doesn't mean that they won't get in deeper beyond just dipping their toes in. So I feel like you've just been like, we'll see if this person learns to swim in their own consciousness, right? We'll see if they explore their depth or not. I don't know. I know that they have depth, but whether or not that gets fully explored and experienced by me or anyone else is up to them. Right now, this person has just dipped their toes in with me. They've just only been a very surface level person. Okay. Tell me how this person is perceiving darling right now. 2 of Cups neutral and Ace of Cups reverse. They feel like you're exploring your options. They feel like you maybe have given up on them. They feel like not only did you have completely pure love for them, pure unconditional love for them, they recognize that you not maybe over investing in this person right now is an act of love of itself. I feel like this person is reframing the way that they're viewing that. I think it's like, well, maybe this person kind of believed that you would always be ready and available for them whenever they just decided that they would want to spend time with you. Maybe that was a pattern for you and this person. At this point, they just feel like you have sort of taken that option off the table for the time being, and they see that as an act of love. Why do they see that as an act of love? 3 of Swords. Because, this is awareness. 1, they recognize that they've hurt you severely. It's one of those emotional hurts, right? This card always kind of perplexes me because it's a heart wound, it's emotional wounds, but the swords are being mind, thought, and communication. So it's heartbreak, it's your hopes being shattered, you know, feeling like you're never going to love the way that you loved before you were hurt, right? This person is recognizing that they've hurt you a lot with their emotional immaturity in the past, with their back and forth behavior, with being unsure about you. Okay? They recognize that clearly. And they also recognize that you deciding to stop replaying this pattern here, you sort of moving forward, accepting this person for where they are at, for who they are, accepting what is. They recognize that that is an act of love, because every time that they have hurt you in the past, or every time that they have turned their back on you, betrayed you or something, chose another person, rejected you in some way, every time that that happened, they not only hurt you, but they were using that as a way to inflict pain on themselves, right? They hurt themselves hurting you. And this person could have been very much like addicted to just self-deprecating behavior, making themselves feel like unworthy, making themselves feel, again, you're so beautiful, why do you need me? So they'd almost like leave you behind or something, even though you really loved them. They would almost reject you because of an insecurity that you were going to leave anyways, and then they hurt themselves and they hurt you. So you stepping away, you saying, okay, I can't fix that part of you. There's more to you than this. I see that, but you have to be the one who explores that. I can't explore it for you, because when I try to pick you up when you're down, you push me away, you hurt me. And I know that hurts you. So I'm not going to let you hurt yourself, and I'm not going to let you hurt me. So this person is recognizing any distance here, any boundaries that you've set as an act of love. Yeah. Okay. 5 of Cups and Knight of Swords. Harsh reality check here. Just like, I'm the one who's been doing this. Like, I'm the one who's been... It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. And I feel like you had to reflect on any enabling behavior here too. Like, I can be upset that someone is making these decisions over and over again, or I can be upset that I keep getting hurt, but like, I need to look at my pattern of behavior. What types of partners am I choosing? Am I choosing someone who's available, or am I choosing someone who says, no thanks, I'm not interested in a commitment, and then I'm trying to make them interested in a commitment? What am I doing? So you've been very self-accountable, and this person is now being very self-accountable and grieving the loss of you. Okay, what are they manifesting right now with Darling? Oh my gosh, okay. King of Cups, 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. For what they're manifesting, I feel like they want to blow your mind. I feel like they want to open up. They're looking straight at this betrayal energy, this 10 of Swords energy, competition energy, making things way more difficult than they needed to be, right? They feel like what's that phrase? Like, I don't know the phrase. I'm not even going to try to say it. They feel like they shot themselves out of the sky here. They shot down their own hopes. And they made this whole thing so much more difficult than they needed to be. And it was an immature thing. But they're manifesting being emotionally mature. Going from the Page to the King. Jumping from Page to King. And the only Knight that's here in between this Page energy and these Kings is the Knight of Swords, which is harsh reality check. A swift, like, understanding of what's true. Right? Determination. It's almost like... they could really have had some words to say to themselves. And I feel like this person has spoken so negatively over themselves for so long anyways, but the voice that they're speaking over their head, like over themselves right now, is not just like, oh, you're worthless, you're useless, you're stupid, you're just dumb. Like, nothing like that. It's more like, who the fuck's gonna fix something? How is anything gonna change if nothing changes? Self? Like, this is the harsh reality check that they're having now. Instead of just like degrading themselves, the voice that they have over themselves and over your situation is like, okay, so you're gonna just sit here and cry about it? What are you gonna do about it? So you're gonna do nothing? You're gonna do nothing about it? Okay, so then you do nothing, and then what happens? Nothing. Like, this is like, like I don't know how to explain that, but just like, hey, you want something to change or you don't. Like if you don't want something to change and you're not going to do anything to change it, then you don't get to sit here and cry about it. You're not doing anything about it. You're not changing yourself. You're not confronting yourself. You're not dealing with these, trust issues. You're not dealing with this emotional unavailability. So how are you going to sit here and cry that darling's not here with you? How are you going to sit here and say that they were not unconditionally loving, that they abandoned you? How are you going to sit there and project that on them when you literally walked out the door before anything could get off the ground? When you never invested beyond anything. You knew that they loved you. You knew that they wanted things with you. You knew that they supported you. You knew that they were always there for you. And then you're just sitting here pushing them away. You wonder why they're gone. Is it really their fault for leaving when you said leave? Is it really their fault? You pushed them away. Now you're wondering why you're alone. Now you're feeling left out. Now you're wondering who darling is sleeping with. Now you're wondering who they're, snuggling with that night. You're wondering if they're entertaining other people and that bothers you. Well, why weren't you the one that was there with them? Answer me that, self. That's like their mental voice. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You push them away, wonder why they're gone. You say, no, I don't want a relationship with you. Knowing that they want a relationship with you, they move on, find a relationship with someone else, and then you're upset that they have a relationship with someone else instead of you, but you were never available? What the fuck? This is like a harsh reality check for this person. And they're just like, I need to grow up. I need to grow up. I gotta stop pushing people away, making things harder than they need to be, projecting my fears and feelings and fear of feelings. I gotta stop projecting that on them. I gotta freaking stop that. Why am I doing that? I'm shown love and then I'm just like, that's not safe. Get out. Oh, I'm gonna put you through a testing period. Let's see how much you actually love me. You say you love me unconditionally? Fine. You're gonna love me unconditionally no matter how bad I treat you? Well, no, that would be self-abandonment. Sorry, I was starting to go on a little tangent, so I decided to stop and get recentered here. Okay, so they're manifesting changing things, being a change in their life, okay? Stepping into the type of person that they want to be in the world. Yeah. We've got 2 kings on the board, and then the Hierophant. I'm like very optimistic that this is like a permanent change for this person, because this person is very aware of their self-sabotaging behavior, of putting you through the testing grounds, essentially, because of their trust issues, of seeing just how much your unconditional love would extend. And I feel like they're recognizing now that unconditional love doesn't mean like being a doormat, right? It's like them recognizing your willingness to let this person make their choices and leave when they told you to leave, or, stay. It's not trying to push your way back into their life when they're pushing you out of their life. Them recognizing that was the most respectful thing that you could do. Truly. Anyone trying to push their will onto this, like anyone who tries to push their will onto someone else who's laying a boundary and saying, no, I'm not interested. No, I don't want you. No, I don't want a relationship. No, I don't want to be with you. Anyone who tries to push that, they're recognizing that's not an act of true love. That's an act of attachment. That would be someone navigating out of their wounding. So the fact that you've been very respectful and honoring of their choices, even though it hurt you, not only was that loving to them, but it's loving to yourself. They're recognizing that you don't have to let yourself be a doormat in order to love them. And this person's like, I don't want to make anyone feel like they have to be a doormat in order to be in a relationship with me. I don't want to see someone beg me for love. I don't want to see someone feel like they have to be pushed to the edge of their limits in order to be worthy of my time and affection. I need to make a change here. Yeah, this voice in their head. Nothing changes if nothing changes, so something has to change. Wow. Okay, let's see. What would this person say? What do they want to say to darling right now? And then we'll get any actions that they might take with another deck, okay? What would this person want to say to darling? You're unlike anyone I've ever known. You are so very special. That's what this person could have told you, that you weren't special. And I feel like they can't they're so upset with themselves. They like can't let go of like how they treated you. They're having a very hard time forgiving themselves and letting go of their behavior of the past. They are really beating themselves up. And they're just like, I can't believe that I tried to make you feel like, you of all people, I can't believe I tried to make you feel like you were nothing to me. I can't believe that I did that. I can't believe I treated you that way. I'm so ashamed that I treated you that way. I was scared of being used. Yeah. Putting you through testing grounds. Putting you through the ringer here. I will never give up on us. This kind of came out reversed, so I feel like instead of trying at all, like the opposite of never giving up on someone would be giving up immediately, right? Giving up for any reason, finding any excuse to push you away. And I feel like now that things are changing, they're just like, I thought that I would need to see someone go through so much to earn my trust. Putting them through the testing grounds. I thought I needed to put you through the testing grounds so that I could think that you were worthy of my trust. But I'm just realizing just how ridiculous that is, right? How ridiculous that is. Of all the people, like, I feel like this person knew immediately that you were different from others. I feel like they knew that. And yeah, terrified of this connection, terrified of being used, terrified of it being so unrealistic, right? That they just tested you and they're just like, I should not have done that. Like, I should not have done that. I knew what you were. I knew how important you were. I knew how special you were. I should not have put you through the ringer. I should not have put you through the testing grounds. Okay. Anything else here before we move on to... I feel your energy all the time. So there is like a spiritual connection here. And I feel like this person... Again, because there's this feeling of like understanding your love is not attachment. So they could like literally hear your voice whenever they're having these like mental blow-ups at themselves. And maybe that's what's helped revise their voice, is like, you never judge them for their wounding. You've never spoken badly about them. You've never talked shit to them. You nothing like that. You were always really kind. You always saw the best in them. So there's part of them that's like revising this mental voice, just trying to think about what you would say to them. They might find some comfort in that. And yeah, they do just... They always feel connected to you. Okay, let's see. New deck. What actions might they take? 2 of Cups on the bottom. Well, that's reciprocating energy. And then the Ace of Cups. And that came out earlier. That came out earlier for your energy. With that, exploring your options possibly. So this person might not want you to explore your options. They might want to just say like, no. I know I gave you a reason to go find a different connection, but can I be that connection? I know I haven't been. And I know that I'm the one that needs to give here, but I'm ready to. Okay. Do you still have a spot in your heart for me? This person might express emotionally soon. they might express emotionally soon. You could be dealing... We got 3 kings now. So we've got King of Cups, King of Pentacles, and now we've got the King of Swords here. 3 kings. Are you from Jerusalem? Okay, Queen of Cups and the 4 of Swords. So this person is healing. Hold on, my candle's going out. I gotta relight it before... Okay, there we go. Sorry, it's part of my thing. I have to have a candle lit when I do my readings. The actions this person might take, they really want to give love to you. They want to tell you the ways that they have felt about you. I feel like feeling gratitude for the peace that you bring this person mentally. I feel like you're the one person that their mind kind of calms around. You're the one person who calms their mind, like your voice, and this person is like, I want to be someone who calms your mind too. King of Swords, Page of Wands. Yeah, they might reach out impulsively here. Any more actions this person might want to take? They're wanting to fight for this now. Again, there was something about the testing ground, right? I don't know how this person would have tested you. It could have been with multiple people, but this person is just like, I want to show you now that you were always worth the effort. They're in the 5 of Wands energy, so they feel like there's like competition for you now, maybe with that exploring other options. Gosh, this green candle. And then 5 of Pentacles. What's that? Chariot. I feel like this person will tell you that a lot went to hell in a handbasket in their life when y'all separated, when they moved on. I think they want to express that. They don't like their life when you're not in it. Everything feels dull. Everything feels empty, shallow. And I feel like they've been chasing the feeling of you in every situation and every person. They've been trying to find you in every person, and they try to find you everywhere. Little pieces, and they're like, maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough to replicate, darling. But they just feel like you're not you're irreplicable, right? I feel like they want to fix things though. Like with that Chariot, I feel like that's them rushing in. Like, please don't let this be too far damaged. Please let me back in. I want to be in your energy. I want to be in your love, right? I want to be in that again. Okay, anything else? 4 of Pentacles reversed and the Sun. So they're not holding back anymore. They are very aware of how they feel about you, about your presence, about your light, about the joy that you bring them. They're like, I'm sorry I held back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't give you what you deserved. I didn't think I had enough to make you happy. I didn't think I was enough to make you happy. And you're like, I'm not expecting you to make me happy. I just want a partner. I can make me happy. And I want you to make you happy. I can't make you happy. But I feel like your energy is also contagious. So like if you really worked on being happy and contentful in yourself, then that rubs off on the people around you, you know? So maybe that's like a relief for this person, is them not feeling like you need them to make you happy, but they really want to make you happy. Maybe because you don't need it. Page of Swords. I feel like they're just watching you right now, just kind of researching, figuring out what to do, how to come forward possibly. Yeah. Okay, let's jump into... Oh, did you want... Let me get some advice here, some suggestions here if this person makes a return. Actually, no, I'm not, because Spirit just said use your intuition. Your situation is your situation. The Empress. Look at you, Divine Feminine. Use your intuition. if this person comes back around, think about what's best for you and your world, right? Yeah, for each of you it's different. Some of you don't want someone back who would put you through the ringer, and that's totally fine. Some of you are done repeating that cycle, and just like this person had to learn the hard way, right? And maybe you don't trust that they won't repeat the same behavior. That's okay. Some of you are open and willing to rekindle things because you do have a spiritual connection and you do feel like a divine feminine. We got the 3 Kings out earlier in the Hierophant. I'm like, that's so damn near close to divine masculine energy, balanced divine masculine energy. Yeah, actually. So maybe this is a divine masculine, divine feminine connection here. It doesn't have to be, but use your intuition for your situation. You have free will. It's your decision. It's your life, okay? No advice from me. Okay. Now I will divvy this up into the zodiacs, okay? Yikes. Let's move all that up front. Okay, we're going to start with Scorpio. I'm going to shuffle this real quick. Okay, starting with Scorpio. All right. Tell me about Scorpio's person who is in their energy right now. The Lovers, Scorpio, this person feels an undeniable connection to you. You could be dealing with a Gemini here, but this person is, I feel like they've made up their mind. They feel entwined with you. The red string of fate here. They feel like it's a fated connection here with you. This one wants to show too, so I'm going to show that. 9 of Swords. This person is very worried. Maybe that you have other options now. Maybe that things are too far gone. I feel like that's this person like stuck mentally spiraling about the fact that they maybe sabotage their own dreams. Just with that being a white rabbit, I feel like you were everything that they could have wanted or hoped and dreamed, and they just like knee-jerk reaction, just too good to be true. I'm just going to squash that hope and dream. Now they're just like losing sleep over you. Knight of Wands. Yeah. They're just like, you're such a catch. You could have anyone you want. You could have anyone you want. There's so many people attracted to you. There's so many people who just see your light, who see that you have that life essence, that love essence, you know. And they just feel like they really ruined a really good thing with you. They've really put some burdens here on this connection. Anything else here for Scorpio? Any actions they might take? 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. They feel like you would basically not take them back if they came forward because you're not dealing with anyone who's unbalanced, who doesn't have their priorities straight. They feel like you could see them as a player type who's just juggling people, juggling everything else in their life, and they recognize that you would not stand for that at all anymore. You've set a firm boundary with this person, and this person is worried that maybe they don't have what it takes to get back into your good graces, Scorpio. Okay, let's move on to Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius. What's going on for Sagittarius and the person who's in their energy right now? 8 of Swords. Okay, this person is in a mental prison of their own making. They've created a little mental hell for themselves that they are feeling trapped in. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. They feel like they don't know how to undo this. They don't know how to unbind their chains, their toxic behaviors. They feel like they have to sleep in the bed that they made with you. Okay, Sagittarius. Anything else? 3 of Pentacles. This person could be in another connection right now. physically. Or they are just really worried that you found someone else. Tell me some more for Sagittarius. The Star. Oh. Then we've got the Empress and Destiny. And the Lovers. This person is highly stressed that you see them as a negative, toxic person now in their life permanently. They feel like if you are entertaining other people or if you have found another connection, that you are very happy in that connection. It's healing. This person treats you well. This person basically shows you the love that you've always deserved to be shown. I'm seeing like princess treatment here. Okay. They feel like you're being spoiled. And this person is just like, I wish that could be me. I wish I didn't have, like, I wish I hadn't ruined that. They could see you being treated so well. And it makes them feel like, what the fuck did I do? Now I'm just on the outskirts of Darling's life, having to watch them be treated well. I should have treated them that way. That could have been me. Oh, Sagittarius. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there. Okay, we're going to do Capricorn next. All right, Capricorn. Shuffling for you real quick. Capricorn. All right. What's going on with Capricorn's person who's in their energy? 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Okay. Okay. Capricorn, this person could feel like they have... Really? I'm feeling like this could be a drinker, okay? Someone with alcoholic tendencies or straight up an alcoholic. I feel like they have drank their bank account dry. That's literally what I heard. They have such a bad drinking problem right now that they have drank their bank account dry. Okay. They're trying to drink or use substances to escape feeling like they've lost you, feeling like they can't have you anymore, like feeling like they've ruined their life. They try to escape through substances. It's the only time that they feel like they can sleep with the way that this fox is sleeping in this car. Okay, tell me some more about Capricorn's person. Queen of Wands. 7 of Wands. Judgment, 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you've blocked them out, Capricorn. I feel like you said... I can't keep doing this. Because I feel like this sort of toxic behavior from them, this addictive personality that they have, it wasn't just with substances. I feel like it could be several things. Social media, addicted to attention from others, addicted to making people like feeling like they were the most desired one, the most attracted one, right? And I feel like they're just like, you said, that's not cute. It's not cute. I'm not enjoying it, so I'm gonna not deal with that. And this person is just like feeling like they've lost their happiness. We started off with the 5 of Pentacles, and now we're ending with the Judgment and 10 of Pentacles. Like, way to go. Way to go. They feel like you're their true love, their best friend, their soulmate. Justice, 4 of Cups. They're just like, yeah, I deserve to be miserable. This is like a sad energy here. This is very... This person needs help. And not from you, but they need help. They need to get into a program or something. Because this is not good. They are trying to drown out losing you in substances. And you may have called them out for their toxic behavior, Capricorn. You may have actually called them out. And instead of doing something productive with that, they just started indulging more in it. I really hope that this person gets the help that they need. Because, yeah, that's not good. Okay, let's do Aquarius. What's going on with the person in Aquarius's energy? All Okay, well, we've got some flippers already, Aquarius. Should I look at those? I guess I'm gonna look at those. Okay, Aquarius. These are the cards that came out before I even shuffled. They flipped over. So we've got the King of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Cups, Five of Wands, Page of Wands. You've got fire heavy here, Aquarius. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, I just feel like they're not happy with the options around them. Okay? I feel like they feel like they're missing you. Five of Wands, Page of Wands. Can you tell me about that real quick? What's the Five of Wands, Page of Wands? Knight of Cups. So Five of Wands, Page of Wands could be that they are in a new relationship, or they are entertaining someone basically because of physical needs, possibly. Impulsively. Okay. But this person is just like, I'm not really happy here because, like, I know where my heart lies. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups. I know where my heart lies. High Priestess, Page of Pentacles. I feel like this person knows that nothing's going to compare to you, Aquarius. Nothing compares to you in your connection. They intuitively know that. They're very in tune with that. But this person could just be like, well, if I can't have Aquarius, even though I know that no one else will compare to them, if that's a no, then I guess I'll just have to deal with, you know, involving myself somewhere else and learn to be happy with that. Learn to be happy with that. Because, like, I can't, I'm really sad about this and no one will compare. But at the same time, like, I want to be happy. Yeah. Could be dealing with the Pisces with the High Priestess, but you don't have to be. And then lots of water came out. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Anything else here for Aquarius? Queen of Swords. I feel like that's you popping up again. So whatever boundaries you've set with this person, stick to those, because you are protecting your peace here with the Nine of Cups. Ten of Wands came over that Page of Pentacles. Yeah. You're just like, I'm not willing to put in so much energy and effort into somebody that just barely gives me any sort of recognition or appreciation for that. Like, and I feel like this person recognizes that. Like, we've got the Two of Cups and the Lovers is peeking out here. That's what this little red card is. So this person is like recognizing that they have basically kind of overindulged on the feeling of you loving them so much and then not really doing much with that. There's a boundary here about them being overindulging in your unconditional love and not really reciprocating. So they feel like they can't really cross that boundary anymore. So then they just have to learn to be happy with less satisfying, less loving people. But they're not happy with it. But they're just trying to learn how to be happy with it. Okay. Okay, let's get Pisces. Let's shuffle for Pisces. Oh, we got flippers for Pisces too. So we got the Two of Cups and the Four of Pentacles already. Get Pisces card. Pisces. Okay, the cards that flipped in the shuffle. Two of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and then the Tower's on bottom. So this person is recognizing that they have not invested in love at all with you. I feel like this person doesn't want to hold back anymore. They don't want to let you go. I feel like you possibly moving forward, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio here. You moving forward came as a shock to this person, Pisces. They didn't think that you would decide to move forward. They thought that you would just sort of always like keep holding on to them, keep clinging to them. And maybe you have decided to keep your love for yourself and move forward, like in the collective reading. Let's get some more information here. They don't want to let you go. Justice. There's an apology here from this person for lying to you about not wanting a relationship with you. That's straight up the energy I'm getting. I'm getting that they held back. They did not invest in this connection the way that they should have with you. They knew it was a true love connection. They knew that your love was so pure for them, that they wanted to be with you, that they loved you more than anyone, okay? And then they still chose to not want a relationship with you. They said, no, not interested in a connection. And they want to apologize to you for lying to you, okay? For saying that they didn't want anything serious, because they had serious feelings. Whether or not they were afraid of them, they had serious feelings. And they still have serious feelings, okay? What else for Pisces? Temperance. This person wants to heal this with you. I think they've been recognizing that they've pumped the brakes in their life on this connection with you because there is so much love, and they're recognizing that that's a self-sabotaging behavior, okay? They're like, you can't be moderate with a heart full of love. There is no moderation when it comes to that. There is no downplaying that. And when you do downplay that, you're literally just rejecting love. This person doesn't want to reject love anymore. They recognize that moderation and balance comes from you accepting what you feel, right? When you have deep, full love for someone, then you experience it, you welcome it, right? Even when it's scary. Like, I feel this person's feeling in their chest right now. Yeah, that's overwhelming, that's scary, that gives a full body sensation that can feel like you're losing control, right? Love feels out of control. Love and vulnerability leaves you open and susceptible to being hurt, right? So their version of moderation, or saying I don't want a commitment, I don't want a relationship, was them rejecting love. And that's the least moderate and balanced thing that you can do. They just put themselves in a full wobble in their life. Anything else for Pisces? The Empress and Six of Cups and Nine of Pentacles. Wow. This person, just all they do is think about the memories and experiences with you, your generosity, your kindness, your love for them. They're just like, it's like poverty mindset versus a not poverty mindset. Like, I rejected an empress. I rejected royal treatment and love. To be moderate, to go with the flow. This person just wishes that they hadn't done that. They want to apologize for not giving you what you deserved, okay? All right, let's do Aries. Aries and the person in their energy. Aries and the person in their energy. All right, what's going on for the person in Aries energy? Five of Wands. This person, a Nine of Wands. This person is very defensive right now, Aries. They could feel like you're testing them right now. Something about this with you feels like they're being tested, okay? I don't know that you're actively testing them or if there's just some boundaries here, but this person feels like maybe there's too much wounding in this connection now. That wounded warrior. This person doesn't want to give up though. That wolf is still standing, still ready to fight. This person doesn't want to give up on you. What do they feel is a test for Aries? Healing. Four of Swords. There could be silence. They could feel like if there's silence between you, if you're not saying much, that you're testing them. I don't think that's the intention here. I think that's the perception of their woundedness and their trust issues. I feel like the silence here is so that healing can be had. I feel like that would be the only place that silence, like that's the only use for silence. It's not a weapon. It's for healing and accountability and growth. Okay? I'm just looking at the tranquility of this Four of Swords. And that's not normally the imagery and the typical Four of Swords depiction. But the lotus flowers, it's telling me that this is supposed to be a time to like get your nervous systems in check. Okay? Because there could be a lot of passion and chemistry, which to wounded people would be an alarm system in the body. Like, hey, we're not safe. So this person's alarm systems internally could be going haywire because of their attraction for you, because of this connection, feeling like the silence is a test, but really just the silence is so that you can recalibrate, both of you can recalibrate, get centered, get grounded whenever you're feeling triggered, okay? Tell me some more about this person in Aries energy. Strength and the King of Swords. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Swords here too, counterparts. Counterparts. I feel like this person is trying to build courage to break the silence in a healthy, grounded way. This person wants to make sure that when they communicate, they both communicate their feelings and their truth. Okay? And I only say feelings because we've got the feminine depiction of the Queen of Swords here, right? So there's this need to talk about the hurts here. Literally open their heart. Yeah. And the Lovers. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Okay? I need to stop downing myself sometimes. This person is trying to build the courage to break the silence here, but they also want to do it from a ground position. It's like they recognize that because this connection is so intense, because you could be counterparts here, literally with the Lovers, King and Queen of Swords, because you're counterparts, there is an overwhelming level of connection, sparks, chemistry. It is overpowering. You would know this. Like, you'd be like, yeah, I fucking know. I know. And then we mess it up by opening our damn mouths. Then we fuck it up. By either talking or not talking. I know. There's so much going on. It's so intense. Neither of us know what to do with that. And I feel like this person wants to break the silence, but they want to do it in a way that's like, hey, I know that we're both fucked up and we're both going to get triggered. Can we decide to talk through our triggers instead of going silent, instead of assuming the worst about each other? Can we decide to do that moving forward? Because this is more than just passion. It is more than just chemistry. It is more than just that magnetism that we feel when we're in the same room or we're talking to each other. You know, like, it's more than that. And I know that. And I know that we're both fucking intimidated by that. I know that's a lot. And I think this is them both looking at each other in this depiction. They're both looking at each other. I know that even when we're not talking, when we're faced away from each other, that this connection is here. So can we just like make an agreement to work through it without like projecting fears and insecurities on the other person? I feel like this person has done a lot of growth. They're just like, I want to be open and express in these moments so that I can learn how to do that, because this connection is inevitable. It's always there. I know that. You know that. We feel it when we're apart. Even when we're not talking, we feel it. It is what it is. Let's do the most with it in a healthy way. Can we try to do this in a healthy way? I like it. I really dig that energy, Aries. That's cool. That's a good one. All right. All right, let's see what's going on for Taurus. Taurus. All right, what's going on for for Taurus and the person in Taurus's energy. The world neutral. There's something that feels left undone, left unsaid here, Taurus. They feel like it's not over. That inevitably y'all will come together and you will have a repeat of this cycle here. Okay? They're just like, I know it's not over. I feel like Taurus knows it's not over. This isn't the last I've seen or talked to Taurus. Okay? The Lovers. 7 of Wands. This isn't the last time. This person knows that you have a connection that withstands the test of time. Okay? I'm almost getting like, even if we don't talk again in this lifetime, I'll see you first thing in the next one. I already know. We're on round whatever. We're on round whatever lifetime. I'll see you in the next one. This isn't the last time I've seen you. This isn't the last time we're going to see each other. I know that we will see each other again. Okay. Tell me some more about Taurus's person. 6 of Swords. Taurus, this landed over your card here. So they could feel like you are moving forward. Again, even if you never talk to them again, they feel like you in some lifetime, you will meet again. They'll find you again. Okay? They feel like it's inevitable. You could also have put a block in this connection because of that. Yeah, okay. Anything else for this lifetime maybe? Knight of Swords. Ace of Swords. Hold on. The Emperor. You could be dealing with an Aries or Gemini, but you don't have to be. And then this one flew over here. The Empress. We've got Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine that came out. This person knows that you have literally a counterpart connection. Could be twin flame. Could just be divine counterparts. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. If you don't like a twin flame label. Whatever connection you want to call it. They know that you're their person. Okay? They know that. There's been some sort of revelation. Whether or not this person would call it divine counterparts, I don't know. But this person just knows this lifetime or the next lifetime, they know they're going to see you again. They feel like this has been a connection for learning lessons. With that Knight of Swords being an agent of truth, especially with the Ace of Swords, there's a breakthrough here. What have they learned? Those two. The Sun reversed, the Devil reversed. Again, and then we've got hope and healing here with Aquarius. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Capricorn, or Aquarius. You don't have to be. What they've learned so far, or what they are learning right now through your connection, is how they subconsciously sabotage connections in their life. How they block their happiness in little insidious ways that they barely notice them. They almost think it's normal. Okay, these are habits, tendencies, and behaviors that it's like they aren't actively, consciously aware of them, but they are being taught some sort of truth about them. I don't know how two things can be. This is like a paradox, because we've got that sort of truth coming through of them realizing that they're learning something, but then we've got this lack of illumination with the Sun reversed and then the Devil reversed, right? So things that they believed were normal and healthy and just part of who they were, they're having a breakthrough energy that those are not just normal. Those are not normal, healthy things. That's not just part of who they are. But it's like a slow revelation with that Sun reversed, right? A slow revelation. This is why this might be like their spirit is saying, we'll see you in the next lifetime, because maybe this person doesn't get it this lifetime. They could. We've got the breakthrough energy here. We've got it here. So they could. It's just whether or not this person is in complete denial, which right now, I'm reading current energy, and energy can change at any freaking moment because you have free will. Any moment. So this is not permanent energy. No energy is, energy is permanent, but it changes at your will. So at their will, this can change at any point. So if it doesn't, then you'll have next lifetime to do better, right? This person will have next lifetime to do better, to learn something more acutely, with more awareness, But right now it's like they just don't want to see it. They don't want to see the truth that they've been shown. So they're just like, I'll deal with that the next lifetime. Okay. Interesting stuff for Taurus. Okay. Wow. What's going on for Gemini? Let's shuffle for Gemini. Sorry, I just got a song from my childhood in my head. Why don't you skiddly-doo, 'cause I don't want to see your face around here no more. That was a song that they used to play in like Sunday school at my church. 'Cause you are the devil and the devil is bad. Hey, you are the devil and the devil is bad. Oh, the way church is so up for teaching 4-year-olds how to fight the devil. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, what's going on for Gemini? Gemini, your person wants to come back. They want to rehash something from the past. There's a conversation that didn't go well that they want to talk about from another angle. They don't want you to move on. They don't want to move on. Got the Six of Swords reversed there. Okay, tell me some more about Gemini's person. Seven of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. It's taken some time for them to see the truth and validity of something that you said. Okay? But they see it now. This person needed to learn something here, and they have. It just took some time. Nine of Pentacles. What's the Nine of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles reversed. This person was like very in their head about needing to be a strong, independent woman. They wanted to be strong and independent and not rely on anyone, but they are realizing that not having you in their life as an Ace of Pentacles reversed. The difference between these two, the Nine of Pentacles, if you accept an Ace of Pentacles, add that together, you get your 10 of Pentacles, your happy home, family, long-term stability, like expanding your roots, growing family. They're recognizing that this is a missed opportunity for their highest potential in life without you. Yeah. They're just like really thinking about what they want in the future, and if they like where they are at now, or if they could find room in their world to expand here. Okay, and they involve that thought process with you. Tell me some more about Gemini's person. They're very sad right now. Five of Cups. Why are they sad? Nine of Wands. I feel like they see the pain in your eyes. They can sense your pain. Because I feel like you did really fight for this person. You really gave it all. You gave it all. You did not want to give up on this person. You did not want to give up on them. And you tried to see the best in them even when they were being self-minded, right? And rejecting you, rejecting what you had to bring. They see like a sort of change in the light of your eyes. Like it's dimmed a bit. Okay. Give me some more. Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, the Lovers. They're just like, I would give anything to undo that last conversation and to not see the life drain from your eyes, to not see your heart break right before my eyes. I wish I could do right by you. I wish I could go back and do right by you, because you were kind and loving and generous and giving and nurturing, and you made me feel like you loved me and you deserved to be treated that way too. And I just broke your heart. I just did what I wanted to do, and to see your heart break through the light in your eyes dimming just like shattered this person. And they're just like, I can't believe I would reject you, someone who loves me like that. I can't believe I would do that. I wish I could undo that last conversation. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to Cancer. so uncomfortable. Okay. Okay. Cancer. What's going on for Cancer and the person in their energy? Okay. The World, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Hold on. Five of Cups at the bottom. Okay. I feel like this person operated out of both ego and materialisticness. Okay. And I feel like they walked away from you, Cancer, in that sort of like prideful materialism mindset. I feel like they were very stubborn about it. And the reason I bring this up now is because this is something that they are filled with regret and remorse about, Cancer. They feel like there's too much distance now. You could literally live in different parts of the world, possibly. But with this Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, I feel like it feels like they were overcompensating for how they actually felt within. So this person has never felt sure of anything. They would call it open, like in a bright aspect of the Page of Swords, they would call this open-mindedness, willingness to learn anything, having an open mind, open curiosity here. But when it's navigating things of like decisiveness, I feel like they just navigated off of, well, let me think of a surface level, logical, plan for my life, and then I'll fill in the gaps. So this is someone who could have literally made like an ideal partner list in a journal and made it the most superficial bullshit ever. Must have, this size bra. Like literally, it could have been so superficial. And I feel like this person, after spending time in this like superficial, charismatic, like materialistic thinking lifestyle and moving away from you for some reason into this like shallow list of must-haves for a relationship, I feel like they're just like, that didn't give me, look, here's I'm sorry, guys. I have disfluency issues sometimes, and I'm sorry. I start stuttering. I that's where all my ums come from. That's why I repeat things, and I apologize. I appreciate you being patient with me when this happens. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. There's literally a list here of, oh, here's my ideal superficial partner, and this person is just like, none of those things fill the soul. None of those things fill the heart. Those things are nice to look at, but those things aren't nice to talk to, like something like that. Okay. And doesn't even, I'm getting this as a masculine energy because there's so much masculine energy here. And so the superficialness of the feminine energy would just be like, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Very superficially focused. Okay. Tell me some more about Cancer's person and their energy. Temperance. This person is recognizing that they need to look beyond the surface here. And I feel like when they think about anyone who just exceeds beyond surface level attraction, they think about you, because there's something about your spirit that has just been pure and healing and moderate for this person. Tell me some more real quick before we move on. Two of Wands. That was having a choice between the healthy thing or not. And I don't feel like they chose the healthy thing with you. And now they're just reevaluating that. I would like to redo that decision. I would like to change my mind and choose the soul food in a human body rather than the eye candy in a human body. Okay. Not saying that you're not eye candy. There's a level of superficiality here that this person, it feels like they chose for ego's sake, for materialistic sake. Okay. Okay, let's move on to Leo. This is for Leo. All right, what's going on with the person in Leo's energy? Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Three of Wands. This person has realized that they've sabotaged themselves, that they have been stuck in mental loops of their own making. They're the ones speaking this over their life. And so I feel like this is the same person who's like, nothing's going to change if nothing changes. Like, they're very aware that they have just been sabotaging, right? That they've just been in this like comfort zone of inactivity, right? Stagnation. What are they waiting for right now to break out of this? What are they waiting for? Nine of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. This person, they're still repeating the loop. That's the problem. It's like they're aware of the loop. Here's the logic that I'm getting behind it, okay? And like I said, this is just, I said this in another signs reading, I don't remember which one, but this is just the current energy. Energy can change at any given moment, day by day, situation by situation. You have free will, so you have the ability, this person has the ability to change their energy whenever they want. And we have breakthrough energy here that is available to be used in a different way if they decide to be. Right now, this is someone who has used any sort of knowledge of their issues as an excuse to stay put and stay stagnant. Okay? I see this repeating right now. Just right now. Okay? I see them in a position of saying, well, I have trust issues, so that's why I don't give into relationships, and that's why I don't trust anyone. That's why I don't open the door. That's why I'm just going to sit back and wait, and the right person will then make me able to trust them. They are completely off-putting any responsibility for their healing, for their ability to trust, for their focus on being a stable and secure partner. They are off-putting that until some magical fairy of a human being just magically erases all of their issues. That's not how this works, unfortunately. As you know, as we all know, it's not going to work. So this person will either be stuck in a feeling like they have to be stuck alone because they can't open up and trust anyone, or they'll have this breakthrough energy. Maybe this is a realization with this reading for Leo. Maybe they're having this realization. Oh my gosh, there's not going to be some little magical pixie dust covered human being that just makes my trust issues go away. I have to work through trust issues. Ah, ding, 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 ding. Wow, I knew I had trust issues, but I just thought someone else would fix that for me. But I'm realizing, nope, it's never going to change if things don't change with a knot. I could be someone new. I could experience something new if I decide to. Maybe this person is taking accountability. Maybe this is difficult, though, because they have been in a loop of just off-putting any inner work on the idea of just some magical new person just fixing everything. Right? Okay, tell me some more about Leo's person. The moon. Yeah, this is something they haven't wanted to see, right? They have not wanted to see it. It's very subconscious energy. Queen of Wands. There you are, Leo. Yeah. I feel like what they didn't want to see was that you were the person sent to their life to show them that they have to work on their trust issues. I think they're reflecting and saying, there was no one more magical, more amazing, more for me than Leo. No one I've been more attracted to. There's been no one that draws me in like Leo. There's no one sexier. There's no one more magnetic. There's no one more powerful, more magical than Leo. Literally, that Leo is an anomaly of a human being. So is it really that Leo wasn't some magical person that couldn't change my outlook, or is it really that I need to fucking take accountability? I feel like this person is fighting this accountability because they do just want a quick fix of somebody else, just there being some magical person who just fixes it all. And that's, they're grappling with that back and forth. Okay, what did I just do? I just messed something up real bad. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo. All right, what's going on with the person in Virgo's energy? Knight of Wands, the Emperor, Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands. Holy moly. All right, Virgo, this person is determined. I feel like this person is using the determination that you've seen in them for a long time to actually up level. Okay. Yeah, this person could have been more leading with leading with their sacral energy, right? Player energy, all about the passion, chemistry, all that. They could have been leading with that in a very unbalanced way before, Virgo, but I feel like they are turning that energy into growth and empowerment for themselves. Okay. Refining their character. It's like, I feel like this person literally like every day is having to say like, I'm going to choose today to make decisions that align with my best self. I'm going to choose today to show up as my best self, to show up as the person that I want to be. The way I want people to perceive me, I'm going to actually show up that way instead of just hope that people perceive me that way. Okay? Now, I feel like this person is holding back right now. That doesn't mean that they don't love you. That doesn't mean that they don't want to talk to you. That just means right now they feel like they really need to refine and save up their character, right? For when they have built a pattern of behavior, sort of like savings. They've saved up a pattern of behavior where they know that they're not going to get wobbly around you. And I only say that because this person recognizes that every time that they've gotten this nudge to start improving themselves, to be a refined version of themselves, to be better, in their excitement, they may have reached out before to talk to you, to share this news, to be around you. And in that impulsivity, they may have fallen right back into old habits. And they're like, I do not want to show up in old habits for Virgo. I don't want to do that. I want to show up true. I want to show up trustworthy. I don't want to just do it on impulse. I want to show that I'm worth the investment for Virgo. Okay? I think this is them taking stock of them needing to do some heavy emotional lifting here. And they recognize that in order for them to be capable of doing heavy emotional lifting, to rebuild trust here, to be a different partner, to not fall back into old patterns of behavior with you, they need to have that practice under their belt first. They need to be self-disciplined, emotionally disciplined with how they show up in their everyday life so that they can carry that into a relationship with you. But they understand with you, they will have to really put in a lot of effort to show you their authenticity. Now, I just have to say, they're really in awe of you and what you've been able to create and do for yourself. Your energy is radiant and magnificent, okay? They are watching you. They are aware of what you're doing. And they're just like, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, but I'm going to make sure that I can match your energy. I don't want there to be any wiggle room for old me, okay? All right, let's move on to Virgo. Or not Virgo, Libra. Libra. All right, what's going on with the person in Libra's energy right now? Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups. This person might actually want to reach out and ask you to go someplace that y'all used to go together. They'll be like, I'm hearing that song, Meet Me at Our Spot. I don't know who sings that. Caught a vibe. Okay. They might ask you if you want to meet up at your spot, and you'll know what that means. Okay. Death. The spot, maybe the last place that y'all went together with the death card. There's a transformation happening with this person, Libra. They're just like, I want to make where we ended where we began. I'm different than I was before. I want to do something different than we did before. I want to ground it. Like, I want to reminisce on, you're the person that I want to be able to talk to at the end of the day, or, 10 years, 20 years from now, and say, do you remember when blah, blah, blah? And just be like, wow, you used to be so different. I used to be so different. We were so different, and we're so different now. And just, they really want to go over how they've changed, how you've changed. They're thinking long term with that. The Moon, Page of Wands. They might want to go at night, okay? I'm almost getting like a night drive for you, Libra. Might want to go on a night drive. Stargazing specifically. If y'all used to go stargazing at a specific place, they want to go back there, and they just want to relive the way that they felt when they were a kid with you. You could have known this person since childhood too. Anything else here for Libra? The Fool reverse, the Sun, King of Wands, Page of Pentacles. That was weird. I don't know what that was. I'm going to go check that out in a second. But that tells me, this Full reverse Sun, King of Wands, Page of Pentacles tells me that they don't want this beginning to be the same as it was before. Like, they've thought a lot about it. This isn't someone who's being impulsive. This is someone who's very aware of their happiness and where it lies, of what makes them feel joyful, what makes them feel alive. And they just feel like that has everything to do with you. You've been someone that has really built their confidence and self-esteem, and they're just like, I want to spend every day with you with the Page of Pentacles. Like, I want to take this one day at a time, and I want to build something solid upon this. Like, and not let it just be something that makes me feel good right now, but something that I do we do something every day together that makes us feel good together. Okay, I'm gonna leave this reading here. I hope that you found a message in here that resonated for you, and if you did, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe. I had a little phrase I was gonna say and I forgot it. Oh, if you think I'm one of your kind, hit the like button and subscribe. I'm feeling so cheesy doing that, but I want to have something. I want to have something. I want to have something like a jingle or something. But I feel so corny doing it. I'll get used to it. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. Hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. I love you so much. Take care and ta-ta!